VCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or Copperdoor.com.
Kenzie takes a touch. She'll have one shot to the right side, and it's good.
May takes the snap, hands it off to Helton. Similar play, similar result. This time a stiff arm gets Helton free. He's met at the goal line, but he's in.
With numbers, sends it into the circle. O'Donnell to Kylie, shot, score!
Oh, somebody's got to do it. So now the ball through. Benjamin with it. Left foot, right foot is good.
They have cleaned that up over the years a lot. Oh, nice block.
Snap, looks to pass. May rolls to his right, delivers to the end zone. Back in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Welcome to Bedford High School in Bedford, New Hampshire. It is October 1st, 2025 for a matchup between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Pinkerton Astros. The visiting Astros come in boasting a 7-3 record so far this season, while the Bedford Bulldogs have been off to a fast and furious start with a 9-1 record. Their one loss was to the defending state champions, Keene Blackbirds, in an overtime thriller that was lost after a stroke penalty was called for a shot free on the goalie that led to a 3-2 victory for the Blackbirds. Goal scored by McKenna Nelson, a standout from Keene. As play gets underway, Bulldogs battle for it along the 50. Both these teams highly skilled. Preseason polls have favored the Bedford Bulldogs to win the state title, coming in first, followed by Pinkerton Astros in second. So preseason predictions have played out accordingly, and both these teams are at the top of the heap when it comes to the playoff picture, as the season has just furiously rolled on. Ball makes its way to the 45-yard line. Bulldogs commit a foul. Pinkerton sends the ball deep into Bedford territory, but that will go out of the goal line. And that ball will come back out to the 16-yard line and be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Senior defender Anna Ray will take it for the Bulldogs. Tries to come near sideline to Grace Wolf. Goes off the stick of the Astro player, Medeiros. And Wolf has a free side in. Backhand beautiful flip from Montagano, who's had an incredible season so far this year. Really the quarterback of this Bedford Bulldogs team, with incredible midfield play, stick handling, and great vision, as she's really created most, and if not all, of the offensive opportunities for the Bulldogs. She lifts it upfield, gets up to about the 40, drops down. Astros come back with it. Lee to the 45. Elaine deflects it. Ball bounces up off the stick of Vasquez, but that'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Senior captain Mia Catane moves the ball quickly, far sideline. Ball goes out of bounds, and that'll be a free side in for the Astros. Try to lift it upfield. Vi Hodgson-Rogers is there. She finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell slides the ball up to Putney. Putney on the run with speed up across the 20. Sets it back to Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Hodgson-Rogers back to Catane. Catane to Elaine. Elaine to Montagano. Montagano sends it into the circle. Knocked down. O'Donnell gets it back. Tries to drive back in the circle, finds Montagano. Montagano tries to wrist, hits the leg of the Astros defender, and that'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Montagano trying to work, looking for room, looking for a lane. Ends up dragging the ball in the foot of the defender, gets another free hit. Montagano goes with a lift this time, gets it into the shooter circle. Ball drops down onto the stick of Norian, and ball goes out of bounds off the end line, off a Pinkerton player's stick. So that'll come back out to the 25, be a free hit for the Bulldogs, and Montagano will go to work. Senior midfielder, captain, Luis Montagano, 4-year starter here up at Bedford. Passes the ball back to Catane, senior captain defender. Catane goes to Vihotch, Rogers tries to get in the shooter circle, but that is just too far for her teammate to handle. It goes out of bounds. That'll come to the 16. Free hit Astros. Hamilton, big lift up the field, knocked down by Ray, chipped at. Away comes Doyle. Doyle sends it upfield, slowed down by Elaine, but hits her foot. And the Astros will have a free ball at the 40. Ball goes over to Schreiber. Schreiber, far side. Over to Vasquez. Vasquez looking for room. Sends it into Lee. Lee chips at it. Gets towards the circle. Montagano comes there. Nice defensive play as she clears it out of harm's way. And O'Donnell busts after it at about the 30, but can't get it up the sideline, and that'll be a free hit for the Astros. Doyle will take it. Doyle into Schreiber. Schreiber looking for room. Sends a ball upfield. Catane takes it away for the Bulldogs. She moves up the field. They're going to call a foul on her. And that ball will come back to the 20, about the 22. And Norian will send it down low. Montagano sweeps it out of play. As it'll be Astros free side in from about the 7-yard line. Ball back into play. Montagano steps up, steals it, comes darting up the field. She's up across the 30. Tries to lay it out for Putney. Putney giving chase. Ball goes all the way to the 40. Putney does catch up to it, steals it away. Finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell up across the 20 with speed into the shooter circle. Shot. Oh, just misses wide. Left side trying to catch Mary Lenti on that far post. Great offensive bid there and beautiful passing as the Bulldogs quickly get up the field and create an offensive chance. Montagano knocks it down, finds O'Donnell again. O'Donnell looks for room, spinning, trying to get back into the shooting circle, does. Foul committed just before she got in the shooting circle, so ball comes back out. Montagano pushes it towards the net. Lenti and O'Donnell battle for it, down low. O'Donnell comes away with it, but they're going to call foul. And that ball will come back the other way for the Astros. From the 16. Big lift up the field. Ball goes all the way up to the 45 and out of bounds. Mia Catane will take it. She lifts it back. Finds Putney. Putney swipes at it. Tries to advance it upfield. Is able to draw a foul off the Astros. Montagano moves quickly. Finds Hodgson Rogers. Back into the circle. Nicely defended there by the Astros as they clear, but Grace Wolf steals it. Tries to move it upfield. Back and forth we go along the 20 and 25-yard line. Montagano has some room. Goes backhand towards the net. Ball comes out on the rebound. O'Donnell has room. Turn, shot. Knocked down there as that was nicely defended by number 17, Norian, to slow the Bulldogs' bid down. And Montagano will have another free hit from the 25. She slides to Elaine. Elaine goes back to Montagano. Montagano tries to split the defenders. Can't, as that ball's stolen by Lee. Lee comes charging up the field, up across the 45. Swipes at it, doesn't get it. Tries it again. Gets it up to the 30. Elaine is there, knocks it up to Ray. Ray, near sideline, finds Wolf. Referee's going to call a foul on the Astros. That ball will come back to about the 50 and be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Excuse me, referees call that out of bounds. Ball inserted, moves up to the 20. Lenti tries to spin away. Referee calls a foul on Lenti, and that'll come back. From the 16, Astros push it up the field, goes out of bounds at about the 37-yard line in Pinkerton territory, and Wolf will take it. Side in, finds Montagano. Montagano tries to lift and get around the defender. Can't pull it off. Ball goes up across the 50. Elaine is there. She steals it away. She goes far side of the field, finds Putney. Putney turns, trying to get upfield. That ball goes off the stick of a Pinkerton player. It'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs. That gets up to the 20. As number 6, Hamilton for the Pinkerton Astros, was able to slow the attack down once again. Nice defensive play here by Pinkerton early, as the Bulldogs just haven't found an open lane yet. Montagano knocks it down, stick handles, up across the 30 and the 20. Spins, tries to get it in, is able to get them to commit a foul. Montagano gets it back, this time goes backhand, in towards his box. But once again, number 17, Norian, who's played already one heck of a defensive game, clears the ball out of harm's way for Pinkerton. Montagano tries to lift, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell air dribbles, looks for room. Immediately covered by number 14, Doyle. And once again, the Bulldogs are stymied. Elaine tries to get with a give and go with Ray, but that ball goes out of bounds, and Pinkerton will have it and get possession back. Number 14, Doyle, sends it in to Schreiber. Schreiber looking for Elaine. Retreats back to the 35. Sends it back all the way to her center defender. Ball cleared up. Schreiber gets it again. Lifts it up and around Montagano. Schreiber tries to send it upfield. Gets knocked down there. Battled for in between the 50 and the 45-yard line, but the Bulldogs are going to get the ball. Ball goes out wide, but number 7 comes darting onto the field, Vasquez. And she intercepts as Elaine tries to clear it again. They're going to call a foul on Elaine. Pinkerton will have the free hit from about the 25. Vasquez has it. Starts to move. Slides it in to catch Schreiber. They're going to call third-party defense there, as 2 Bedford players cross sticks trying to play the same player, and you can't do that. You got to play one-on-one and squared up. And that'll be a free hit again for Pinkerton. Number 20, Schreiber, goes far side, finds Vasquez. Vasquez trying to find room, tries to shuffle it into the circle, can't. Montagano intercepts, sends it up the line, finds Putney. Putney finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell up across the 50. She tries to go back outside. Nicely defended there, but they're going to call a foul. And that ball will continue. Bulldogs trying to move quickly. Montagano comes near side of the field with Wolf. Wolf sends it in. O'Donnell touch pass to Lenti. Lenti tries to go baseline. Just out of the reach of O'Donnell as they were trying to do a give and go there and isolate the defender. And Pinkerton has done a great job defending this Bulldog attack. Just about 3 minutes left on the clock. First quarter, 0-0 game here up at Bedford High School. And that's going to be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Ray finds Wolf. Wolf tries to get it in. O'Donnell has it at the 20, leaves it for Montagano. Montagano spins, stick handles beautifully around the players, sends it in towards a circle. Putney goes for it. O'Donnell goes for it. Ball goes off the foot of the Pinkerton defender. We're going to have our first corner of the game, and the Bulldogs are going to have their first real offensive bid here on this play. Senior midfielder Grace Wolf down on the baseline. Pinkerton defenders getting ready, waiting for the referee's whistle. It comes. Wolf brings it up top. O'Donnell sends it towards the net. Ball bounces up, hits the leg of one of the Pinkerton defenders, and the Bulldogs are going to have another chance at it in their second corner of the game. Wolf set, sends it up top again to O'Donnell. O'Donnell pulls right, goes back left. Montagano, wrist shot on net, scrambled for, headed towards the box, chipped at. Putney battled for right in front of the net, and again the Bulldogs are going to be awarded with another corner as they almost put that ball away. Widener and Putney and O'Donnell all down in the mix, trying to get that ball into the net. And the Bulldogs are going to switch sides on the corner here. Ball comes up top. Putney has it. Goes back down low to Wolf. Wolf, beautifully defended there by number 14, Doyle, as she stole that ball away and stopped the Bulldogs off that corner. Great defense here still by the Pinkerton Astros. We're under a minute left on the clock. Montagano trying to work quickly. Tries to send it in towards a circle. Fought for around the 20-yard line. And the Bulldogs are going to commit a foul, and that'll be a free hit for the Astros. Big lift. Ball goes all the way up the field to the 40. Knocked down there. Montagano gets it. She's looking for room. Stick handling in between defenders. Sends it upfield. Ball gathered nicely there by Norian as she comes back the other way. Under 10 seconds left on the clock. Catane has it at the 50, sends it up to Widener. Widener tries to go backhand, but that's going to end the quarter as we have a stalemate at the end of one. 0-0 game here. Bedford versus Pinkerton. Tonight's game is brought to you and broadcasted over Bedford Community Television, local channel 8 and HD 1072. You can also watch these games on the BCTV app and website. The website is www.bedfordtv.com. Please tune in to follow any of your Bulldog teams. I'd like to take a second to mention our underwriters. We at Bedford Community Television and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Great New Hampshire Restaurants, T-Bones, and the Copper Door. Thank you to our underwriters for making this broadcast possible. So just about another minute left on the clock in between the quarters here for the coaches to gather the players and come up with some strategy session here. Two very evenly matched teams. The Bulldogs certainly carried most of the play, had great scoring opportunities off those corners, but they just weren't able to connect. We'll see what Coach Kate Gaudreau comes up with here for the second quarter. And this is what we figured would be the game here. Pinkerton versus Bedford, and certainly a tight one. Pinkerton's 3 losses on the season come at the hands of the Keene Blackbirds, Londonderry Lancers, and Winnicott Warriors. Londonderry is the only team in the state right now that is undefeated and is presently ranked number 1. Keene, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the defending state champions and a very, very strong team. And Winnicott has also had a winning season so far as well. So the Bedford Bulldogs certainly have their work cut out for them, and they have since last week when they started with a 3-1 victory over the Dover Green Wave. The Bulldogs coming off a Monday night victory, 6-2 over arch rival Exeter Bluehawks. And Exeter is a team that knocked the Bulldogs out of the playoffs last year. In the 2 previous years, Dover was the team that knocked the Bulldogs out of the playoffs. So a little bit of retribution for Coach Kate Gaudreau and assistant coach Karen Putney along with this Bulldogs team as the second quarter is underway, and Pinkerton will have the free side in. Ball goes down low, all the way down into the corner and out of bounds, and that ball will come back up to the 16 and be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Senior captain Mia Catane sends it upfield, gets it up to about the 30. Widener battled for it. Ball goes back all the way to the 40. Lenti charges up. O'Donnell goes with her. O'Donnell flips it up the field. That's footed by Hamilton. O'Donnell gets it back. Shot. Beautiful pad save there by the Pinkerton goalie, as that one had some steam on it. Great goaltending there from Kunsek. Ball in. O'Donnell steals it. Looks for room. Goes backhand. Shot. Score. The Astros look confused on that, but O'Donnell didn't hesitate. As soon as the defender touched the ball during the free hit, that ball was live, and the player looked confused and didn't reset, and O'Donnell jumped on it, poked it out into open space, and let a shot rip. And the Bulldogs score first and go up 1-0 here in the second quarter. Ball moved up into Bedford territory. Elaine gives chase, circles with it, goes far side to Catane. Catane trying to work the sideline, spins, goes backhand, nice pass to Montagano. Montagano turns, tries to send Widener. Widener pursues and does a great job because of the hustle, as the Astros player wasn't able to handle the ball and it went out of bounds. Ball comes back across the 50. Grace Wolf lays it out for Lenti. Lenti at the 30, at the 25, with speed, charging up across the 10. Cuts back, looking for room, gets tripped up. Referee blows the whistle. That should be a free hit for the Bulldogs, and it is. Montagano slides up to take it. Pushes it back, finds Wolf. Wolf, little give and go to Montagano. Montagano trying to find Lenti down low. Battled for. O'Donnell pulls it, finds Montagano. Montagano back to O'Donnell. O'Donnell into the circle. Widener charges, misses. And Pinkerton comes out with it, gets it all the way up across the 50. Nice stick handling there from Lee. She gets it up onto the stick of Murray. Murray looking for room in a lane, but Elaine is there. She knocks it down. That ball's going to come back out to about the 25. Should be a free hit for the Bulldogs, and it is. Carly Hodgson-Rogers, beautiful lift up the field. And nice stick handling there by Hamilton as she comes back the other way. Back into Schreiber. Pinkerton starting to work the field. Ray's there to break it up for Bedford. She moves up, gets bodied by the defender. And the referee is going to set Ray back to the 35, but it's going to be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Ray sends it upfield. Schreiber knocks it down. Elaine darts up, intercepts the Pinkerton pass. Is able to get Pinkerton to commit a foul. Referee made a call here, resetting the players. Montagano now has it. Comes near sideline, finds Grace Wolf. Nice job keeping that ball in bounds. O'Donnell grabs it, shovels it backhand, springs Lenti. Lenti stops. Give and go with O'Donnell. O'Donnell spins, finds Montagano open, shot. Beautiful right pad save there again by Molly Kunsick, a sophomore for these Astros and is playing a great game in between the pipes tonight. She's seen two absolute missiles sent her way and been able to turn them aside. Bulldogs back at it. Wolf trying to get it back into the shooter circle. Finds Montagano. Montagano stick handles around 3 defenders, slides it down low. And the Astros are able to come out with it. Nicely defended there by Vasquez as she stepped up and stopped the Bulldog attack. Montagano spins, sends it back, chips it over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell tries to chip it back in, trying to get it back towards that goal mouth. But out comes Vasquez again, who's had a great game so far on both sides of the field, as she carried the ball all the way out of harm's way. And Bedford will go back to work. Wolf finds O'Donnell down low. She goes baseline hard. Tries to get it towards the goal mouth. Does. Finds Putney. Turnaround shot. Score. Senior attack. Ella Putney. Ball came in hot off O'Donnell's stick, and Putney is able, with the soft hands, to spin around 360 and find the back of the net as the local Bedford Bulldogs go up 2-0 here, just under 10 minutes into the second quarter, as that offensive pressure just keeps up from Bedford. Beautifully handled by Ella Putney. Big goal for the Bulldogs. Pinkerton lifts far side of the field. Catane is there as it goes out. It'll be a side in for Bedford. She finds Montagano. Montagano stick handles through traffic, draws a foul. Montagano goes out to Widener. Widener tries to go up the field, hits a foot, draws another foul. She finds Montagano. Montagano goes with a reverse pass, trying to change fields. But up come the Astros, as number 14 Doyle had charged up the field and intercepted that pass. At the 50, O'Donnell steals it back, stick handles around Schreiber, looking for room, sends it up, trying to catch Putney, who is behind the defenders, but beautifully knocked down there by Hamilton as she comes away with it with a nice defensive play. Catane steps up. Both these teams playing very aggressive and attacking the ball. As Putney swipes at it, but the Astros pull away with it. Medeiros, far side, across the 50, just can't handle it as that ball goes out of bounds at about the 47-yard line in Bedford territory. Catane will take it. Nice lift upfield, about 10 yards, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell chips it up to Putney. And they're going to call a foul on that, as that ball was lifted and needed to give the player 5 yards in order to play it. Montagano knocks it down, sends it to Putney again. Up across the 20, Putney trying to find O'Donnell, does. O'Donnell to Wolf. Wolf charges up, takes a swipe at it, just doesn't get it, gets it back, shoots it towards the goal mouth. O'Donnell looking for room, gets it, shot, knocked down by Lenti, and they're going to draw another corner. That'll be Bedford's 4th corner of the game, as the Bulldogs just continue to attack. And once again, all things run through Eloise Montagano, senior captain midfielder, who's just putting on a stick handling clinic here and has been all season. just an absolute quarterback on the field, creating plays. Wolf from the goal line, sends it up top, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell goes down low, trying to find Lenti, just out of Lenti's reach. And that ball goes out of bounds. An offensive miss there by the Bulldogs, as I'm sure they'd like to have that one back. Ball from the 16. Pinkerton's able to send it all the way up across the 50. Number 9, Murray has it. Catches up across the 20. Trying to cut in, spins, moves right, moves to her left. Nice stick work. Down across the 10. And just loses her place on the field. And it's very difficult, folks at home, for these players. These are multi-purpose fields. You have soccer lines, you have lacrosse lines, football lines, and the players do the best they can along with the referees. But nice attack there by Murray as she was trying to draw it up the baseline and just ended up running out of bounds. Hamilton looking for room. O'Donnell reaches in, tries to pick her pocket, but commits a foul on the reach in. And that's a free hit. Hamilton, beautiful lift all the way up and down to the goal line. Smartly played there by Carly Hodgson-Rogers. She boxed out the Astro attacker and was able to let that ball go out of bounds. So the Bulldogs take it from the 16, and Catane charges up the field. Knocked down there. Astros send it back the other way, but that's going to go out the baseline. And should be a free hit coming back up to the 16. Just under 5 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Your Bedford Bulldogs with a 2-0 lead here over the Pinkerton Astros. Ball battled for at about the 35. Ray trying to slow the play down, commits the foul. It's going to be a free hit. Schreiber takes it for the Astros. She goes far side. Vasquez tries to send it into the box. She'll try again. Lee looking for room. Finds number 14. Doyle as she tries to get it towards the net, but just doesn't get it there. Four minutes left in the second quarter. O'Donnell steals it, charges right up the field, up across the 40, up across the 50. Gets pulled at, and the Astros commit a foul to slow O'Donnell down, which is probably a smart move, as the Bulldogs had numbers on that rush. Montagano to Wolf. Wolf looking to connect, finds Lenti. Lenti, nice stick handle, goes outside. Tries to send it into O'Donnell in traffic, does. O'Donnell battles for it. Montagano comes away with it. Shot on net. Beautiful save again by Kunsick, who's had a wonderful game here for the Astros. And that ball goes out of bounds at about the 10 or 15 yard line. It'll be Astros ball on the free side end with just about 3 minutes left on the clock here in the second quarter. Widener sends it into the shooter circle. Foul committed by the Bulldogs. That'll be a free hit up at the 16 for the Astros. Hamilton will take it. She drives it up the field. Montagano's there. She intercepts. She lays it out nicely for Putney. Putney runs into it, wrists it into the circle. Montagano gives chase. Medeiros is there, tries to clear it. Elaine gets it back for the Bulldogs, and they're going to call a foul off that play, and it'll come back the other way for the Astros. Vasquez tries to move it upfield. Elaine steps back up. She's not done yet. Sends it in. Finds Montagano. Montagano chips it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell tries to catch the defender and is able to drag that ball into the foot of the Pinkerton player, and that will be the fourth corner of the night for the Bedford Bulldogs. Grace Wolf on the goal line for the Bulldogs. Sends it up top. Finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell finds Montagano. Montagano tries a stick handle around the defender. Gets mixed up with Widener and ball gets cleared. Schreiber battles for it. Wins it. Goes up across the 50. Gets the Bulldogs to commit a foul. That's going to be a free hit again for Pinkerton. Medeiros, nice strike up the field. Carly Hodgson-Rogers is there. She comes away with it. Intercepted there by Medeiros. Shot on net, and they score. The Pinkerton Astros get on the board with just about a minute left on the clock here in the second quarter. Their real first offensive bid there, and they're able to find the back of the net, and it's confirmed down on the field. It's Caden Medeiros, the junior for the Astros, finds the back of the net and makes this a one-goal game. Up comes Doyle. Astros push it up to about the 30. We're under a minute. Medeiros gets the Bulldogs to commit another foul. Lee sends it up the field into the shooter circle, in on net. Sy comes out, is able to block the first shot, battled for on the goal line, and the Astros are going to be awarded a corner off that play as they start to show life here in the offensive zone. Play will expire, but the corner will play out. No time left on the clock. End of the second quarter. Pinkerton trying to even this score and make it a new game. Ball comes up top. Lee. Vasquez shot. Knocked down there by Sy. Gets behind her. Scrambled for. Out in front of the net. Looking to find it. Ball shot. Deflected. Knocked down. And they're going to call another corner off that, as that hit the leg of a Bedford defender. And Pinkerton will have their second consecutive corner here, trying to end the second quarter and even up this game. Ball comes up top. Lee goes down low. Vasquez. Sy is there. Knocks it down. Scrambled for. Spun. Shot again. Another corner being awarded as the Bulldogs are just trying to get out of this quarter. And the Astros are just putting on an offensive surge, trying to even this game up. Ball up top. Doyle. Shot. And the Astros get on the board again and tie this game up at the end of the second quarter as Doyle took the shot. Not sure who got that rebound. Goal sounds like it was called as Kara Murray.
Goal, number 9, Kara Murray.
And that is confirmed. Kara Murray, senior for the Pinkerton Astros, evens this game up, and we've got one heck of a game here at the end of 2 quarters, and at the half we have a 2-2 game. We are going to go over to a commercial break here, and we'll be back shortly.
BCTV and WBNH thank our underwriters. Primary Bank, New Hampshire's bank for business. PrimaryBankNH.com. The Wicks Insurance Group, serving New Hampshire and the Bedford community with auto, home, life, and business insurance since 1984. TheWicksInsuranceGroup.com. Interim Healthcare of Manchester, personalizing care to help meet your unique health needs. InterimHealthcare.com. Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, your local brokerage boutique. Relationships built on trust. MrsNelsonsNeighborhood.com. Great New Hampshire restaurants. Food tastes better with family. Tbones.com or CopperDoor.com.
Well, welcome back here to Bedford High School for this great battle that has ensued between the Bedford Bulldogs and the Pinkerton Astros. And as expected and delivered, we have one heck of a field hockey game going on. Bulldogs went up 2-0 in the first half and seemed to really carry the attack. But in the late parts of the second quarter, the Astros were able to find their way through the Bedford defense and get shots on net, leading to 3 consecutive corners after time had expired in the second quarter. And Pinkerton would not be denied as they were able to tie this game up and make it 2-2. Even though the Bulldogs seem to have really carried the play here, we're in for a treat with the second half of this battle. In the preseason New Hampshire Sports.com page, there were several players on this Pinkerton team that were highlighted as players to watch for 2025 season. One of which, Meg Shea, who's a junior midfielder, is probably one of the better players in the state, if not one of the best players in the state, and has been recruited, my understanding, to play at University of New Hampshire. Very talented, not on the field tonight. Gwen Lee, who you've heard called her name several times tonight, Francesca Doyle, and Molly Kunsick, who has certainly put on a show in net as she has faced several tough shots and been able to stop most of them. We will see how this goes here as we are about to start the third quarter. Players are on the field and referee blows the whistle. Play is underway. O'Donnell goes back to Hodgson Rogers.
He's still on Discord.
Lee sends it towards the net, deflected. Sy gets it. She clears it out of the way. And the Bulldogs will have it from the 16. Ray looking for room, goes far sideline, finds Wolf. Wolf tries to find Lenti. Astros commit a foul. It'll be a free hit for the Bulldogs. Wolf again. Sends it upfield. Gets up across the 50. Schreiber's there, comes back the other way. Wolf knocks it down. Lee has it. And Lee will get a free hit. She goes to the 45. Lee sends it up the field. Ball makes its way up all the way to the 25-yard line in Bedford territory. Battled for along the 20. In towards the goal mouth, but out of bounds. As the Astros have figured out Bedford's game plan, and they have certainly countered here. Ray looking for room to clear. Tries to come across the field. Shot towards the net. That was Vasquez that sent it in. And just narrowly missed there by Murray as she was trying to bid for another goal. Lee. Ball knocked off her stick. Lenti finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell up across the 40. She lays it out. Vi Hodgson Rogers chips it up. Tries to find Putney and does. Putney puts on the brakes, looks for room. Travels to open field. Spins. Goes back to Hodgson Rogers. Montagano gets it after it gets knocked about. Montagano sends it in, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell trying to scoop it, looking for room to get a shot off. Goes to Grace Wolf, one-timer towards the net, knocked down. Ball battled for, closer to the goal mouth, and the Bulldogs are able to get the Astros to commit the foul. And the Bulldogs will have their 5th corner of the night. Wolf on the baseline. Sends it in. Finds O'Donnell up top. O'Donnell rips a shot towards the net. Beautiful save there again by Kunsick, as she is flashing the pads tonight and playing a great game in net for the Astros. Lee sends it up the field. Ball makes its way out to the 45, but Montagano is there. She spins, finds open field, tries to come near side. Vi Hodgson-Rogers, great hustle as she moves up the field. Gets the Astros to commit a foul. She's got the free hit. Trying to get it to Montagano. Montagano gets it. Spins left and right. 360, goes backhand into the circle. Ball bounces up. O'Donnell again looking for room. Gets a backhand shot. Beautiful save again by Kunsick, as she's able to keep that ball out. Montagano steps up, shot towards net. Ball gets knocked down again, battled for out in front. And the Bulldogs just can't put it by Kunsick, as she is just playing one heck of a game here. And the Astros clear. Up across the 50. Carly Hodgson-Rogers to her sister, Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Montagano looking for room, trying to shed Lee. Drives it up the field, hits the foot of an Astros player. That'll be a free hit. And Montagano will have it from about the 27. Montagano for Bedford. Looking for a lane, lifts it up high. Ball goes down into the corner. Off the back of the stick of the Bedford player, so it'll be a free hit for Pinkerton. They'll come up to the 16. Ball sent up the near sideline, gathered by Clouthier. Battled for along the 25-yard line. Foul committed by Bedford. Norian sends it up the field. Referee's going to have her reset. Norian sends it up. Vi Hodgson-Rogers knocks it down. Stick handles. Moves towards the 20. Sends it in. Trying to find O'Donnell. Sprints towards it. Tries to send it back towards the center of the goal mouth, but just can't get enough on it. That ball will come back out to the 25 and remain in the possession of the Bulldogs. Montagano has it. Montagano spins, shoots it towards the circle. Putney spins towards the net. Battled for. And that ball comes all the way out and up the field, as Pinkerton is on the move. Lee runs up across the 50. Up across the 35. Bedford defenders trying to slow her down. She continues upfield. Catane takes it away. Looking for room. Finds Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Hodgson-Rogers trying to get it over to Elaine. Elaine sends it up to O'Donnell at the 50. O'Donnell through the legs of the defender with room. She's got numbers. 3-on-2. Tries to pass it up. Hits the foot. Goes backside. And Lenti almost gets it. Great offensive bid there again from the Bulldogs, just not able to convert. As Pinkerton clears all the way up to the 50. Bulldogs will get a free hit. Vi Hodgson-Rogers chips it up. And cleared away there, as Pinkerton sends it up to the 50, but out of bounds. Catane will have it. Catane Back pass to Carly Hodgson-Rogers. Hodgson-Rogers pushes it over to Ray. Ray trying to switch fields quickly, does. Gets it up across the 50, finds Grace Wolf. Wolf gathers it, finds Lenti. Lenti up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell cutting across, cuts inside, goes backhand shot, ball comes up. Dangerous ball. Hits the Astros player. Certainly not intentional. As we hope the Astros player is okay. The Bedford players will come off the field, or at least out to the 50. You certainly hate to see this happen here in the game of field hockey. It's an extremely hard ball. And the speed at which these girls can hit the ball, it's a very dangerous sport. So a lot of people at home, you never know why the whistles are being blown, but it's trying to avoid things like this. And we hope for the best for the Astros player. We're going to take a break here from the broadcast. As play is about to get back underway, the Astros player is able to get off the field. We hope she's okay. As play resumes, Lee trying to get around Catane. Catane tries to get up across the 50. Montagano battling with Lee. And Lee's going to get the Bulldogs to commit the foul. Lee will take it from the 45. Moves up across the 50. Goes reverse, lays it out. Ball goes out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. As Cloutier was trying to catch up with that ball. Catane sends it upfield. Lee intercepts. At the 30, she's able to get the Bulldogs to commit another foul. She'll move again, sends it in towards the net. And number 9, Murray, was able to slip past the defenders again, but that ball was just too much to handle as that goes out of bounds, and it'll come back up to the 16 and be a free hit for Bedford. Ray pushes it up the field, trying to catch Elaine. Elaine knocks it down. It's going to be Bulldogs free hit off the foul. Vi Hodgson-Rogers from the 40. Trying to come near field. Is able to draw another foul off the Pinkerton player. Vi Hodgson-Rogers tries to go midfield. Schreiber steps up. O'Donnell reaches. They call a foul on O'Donnell. And that ball will come back to the 42. Pinkerton trying to move the ball upfield. Goes off the stick of Vi Hodgson-Rogers and up in the air. Referee's going to call a dangerous ball. And rightfully so after the injury to the Astros player. I think the referees are probably going to clamp down on any balls that come up over the shins here. Lee tries to move quickly. Oh, referee's calling a foul. on Montagano. I think the referee felt that Montagano didn't give her 5 yards. And the Bulldogs will be in the penalty for 2 minutes. There's 4:40 left in the clock. Advantage Pinkerton. Lee tries to send it up the field. Referees consulting. It was a yellow card that was called, so just a 2-minute penalty on Montagano. And play gets back underway. Lee, reverse, sends it in towards the circle. Ray hits her foot, and that's going to be a corner for the Astros. This will be their 4th corner of the night after 3 consecutive corners to end the second quarter, which led to their goal. So great offensive opportunity here for the Pinkerton Astros. Ball comes up top. Shot. Knocked down, but back towards the net. Murray hacks at it. Tries to get it towards the net, but that ball and that play is blown dead. And the Bulldogs survive that bid. Carly Hodgson-Rogers tries to lift it out. Pinkerton knocks it down. Murray has it. She sends it into the circle, trying to catch Lee on the move. Lee, shot. Oh, ball slips right by the senior goaltender for the Bulldogs, but thankfully that ball stays out of the back of the net and just goes to the right side wide. But Pinkerton just surging away here as they're starting to take it to the Bulldogs. Schreiber, back pass. Ball comes back to her again. She sends it in. O'Donnell fell back, sends it upfield, tries to send Putney. Putney on the move. Ball just too far out of Putney's reach. Ball goes out of bounds about the 50. Vasquez will take it. Vasquez sends it upfield. Ball pops up in the air again. Referee calls it. Dangerous ball. 3 minutes left. Third quarter. Ball goes up the field. Catane spins, looking for room. Trying to break it out. Murray steals it. Murray from the 25. Looking for a lane, sends it towards the net. Sy, kick save, back out of the shooter circle. And the ball is fought for down along the 10-yard line. And that ball will get out of bounds as the Bulldogs are about to get out of the penalty. And Montagano makes her way back onto the field. Far side. Wolf sends it up to Lenti. Lenti around the defender, looking for room. Passes it up, finds O'Donnell. She's trying to get through the defenders, can't. Ball gets knocked down. Montagano takes it quickly. Montagano charges towards the net. Referee's going to blow the whistle and reset her, as the ball did not remain still. Montagano lifts into the circle, knocked down. And on those lifts, the players have to give the receiving player a 5-yard span to play the ball. And if they don't, it's a penalty. Far side of the field, Wolf gets it up the field to Lenti. Lenti spins, finds O'Donnell. O'Donnell cuts between, trying to get through the defenders, able to draw a foul. Gets the ball back, looking for room. Stick handles around, sends it towards the net, finds Lenti just on that backside. And Lenti just doesn't get enough stick on it to deflect it into the net. That play has happened about 3 times tonight, where Lenti on that back door, just too hot to handle, hasn't been able to deflect it in. Wolf steps up, nice interception. Sends it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell with room, goes backhand shot. Ball goes wide of the net. As another bid from the Bulldogs, starting to wake back up again offensively. Under a minute left on the clock. Third quarter, 2-2 game. Big lift, beautiful lift up the field all the way to the 40. Lee has it. Excuse me, Medeiros had it. That ball goes out of bounds. Under 30 seconds left on the clock. Lee trying to hustle. Drives it up the field. Ball gets knocked down by Ray. She pushes it up to O'Donnell. O'Donnell with 15 seconds left on the clock. Comes up across the 25, chips it ahead, looking for room. Gets it towards the net, but knocked down. Vihotchen-Rogers gets it, shoots it, and that was nicely defended there as the Bulldogs were surging here. The Astros were able to defend, and we've had a tale of two separate games here. The way this game started, the Bulldogs started off really strong and were just pushing the offense. And then the end of the second quarter, we saw Pinkerton with a resurgence and get on the board and tie this game up very quickly. And this whole third quarter started out with Pinkerton carrying the play, pushing the offense, making things happen, drawing a penalty. And then the Bulldogs here in the last 2-3 minutes started to show that offensive spirit once again. So here we are, a 2-2 tie game against two titans of women's field hockey here in the state of New Hampshire. And we're going to go in the fourth quarter with a tie game to see who will come out on top. We're going to take a moment here during the break to acknowledge our underwriters. We at Bedford Community Television and WBNH would like to thank our underwriters for supporting our live sports coverage. Primary Bank, the Wicks Insurance Group, Interim Healthcare of Manchester, Nelson Real Estate of New Hampshire, and Great New Hampshire Restaurants, T-Bones, and the Copper Door. Thank you to our underwriters for making this broadcast possible. It's good to see the Pinkerton Astros player walking on her own, on accord here. On her own accord, excuse me. She's got the ice pack, but seems to be okay as she's walking out of the stadium here. Glad to see that she's all right. We have a beautiful night here at Bedford High School as this game is going into the fourth quarter with a 2-2 tie. Coming into the game, Coach Gaudreau and Coach Putney, along with all the Bulldog players, knew this was going to be a tough game. They thought they were going to be facing the offensive phenom from Pinkerton, Meg Shea, who, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, seems to be out with an injury and not playing tonight. And the Bulldogs really came out to a fast start and dominated the first and second quarter for probably 80% of the play. But the Pinkerton Astros did not quit. And you see this from these two schools all the time, whether it's here on the field hockey field, the basketball court, the lacrosse field, football fields. Both girls sports, boys sports, great programs all around, big rivalry as play gets underway, and let's see how this fourth quarter plays out. Pinkerton wins the ball, comes up across the 25. Montagano's there, goes outside, finds Wolf. Wolf to Lenti, but off her stick, and the Astros will have a free hit from the 45. Nicely knocked down there by Lenti. She tries to get around the defender, but can't. Montagano gets them to commit a foul. Lenti finds O'Donnell with a touch pass. O'Donnell cuts back in towards the center of the field, sends it towards the net, trying to catch Putney, who was behind the defenders, but that was knocked down there nicely as both Vasquez and Doyle were back for the Astros and ready to defend, and they have just played a great game here. We've seen some great field hockey throughout this entire game tonight on both sides. Referee's going to reset senior Vi Hodgson-Rogers. Hodgson-Rogers with a lift. Beautiful lift all the way up into the circle. But the Pinkerton player had position, and Lenti didn't give her the 5 yards required to play a lifted ball. So Pinkerton was able to draw that foul. As Vasquez went to stick handle quickly upfield, and Putney reached in, committed a foul. Pinkerton ball again. Vasquez pushes up, trying to catch Lee. Catane is there. She goes far side. Catches Ray. Ray continues trying to catch it over towards Wolf, but that ball goes out of bounds and out of play. Pinkerton with the side in. Sends it up. Lenti knocks it down. Montagano chips at it. Is able to get them to commit a foul. O'Donnell quickly grabs it. Moves upfield. Slips it back to Montagano. Montagano lays it out nicely to Wolf. Wolf trying to gather. Trying to find Lenti. Body play called there. So the Bulldogs get a free hit. Montagano goes backhand. That ball comes up in the air. Referees aren't going to have any of that the rest of the night, as that ball made it into the shooter circle. Pinkerton sends it all the way up across the 50. Murray gives chase. Carly Hodgson-Rogers knocks it off the stick of a Pinkerton player, and Bedford will have it from the 50. Montagano looking for room, trying to stick handle around, is able to get Pinkerton to commit a foul. She quickly sends it upfield as she sees Lenti open at the 20. Lenti cuts in, looking for room, pushes it towards the net. O'Donnell has position, rips a shot. Beautiful pad save again by Kunsick, as she has been on top of her game tonight. Putney steals it, finds O'Donnell again. O'Donnell looking for more room, goes backhand, shot, score. O'Donnell rips a backhander off a beautiful pass from Putney, and Kunsick couldn't keep up with that one because that was a missile, and finds the back of the net. The Bedford Bulldogs go up 3-2.
Bedford goal, Tegan O'Donnell.
They won. We'll be back at it.
Playback underway after the Bulldogs take the lead here. 3-2 in the fourth quarter. Just about 11 minutes left on this clock. This game is far from over. Pinkerton, very skilled team. This is a very evenly matched game as the ball works its way into O'Donnell. She looks for more room. Gets into the shooter circle, goes backhand again towards the net, goes far side. Once again, ball pops up in the air. Referee blows that whistle, calls the play dead. Good offensive bid from the Bulldogs. Pinkerton trying to clear, far side of the field. Ball goes off the stick of a Bedford player. Free side in for the Pinkerton Astros. Montagano steals the pocket. The ball right out of the pocket of the Pinkerton player. Lenti moves towards the shooter circle, knocked down there by Schreiber. Lee chips it over the defender's stick. She's off to the races. She's moving up the field, up across the 50, able to get the ball all the way up to the 40. Montagano once again back for the Bulldogs, knocks it down, gets them to commit a foul. She finds Vi Hodgson-Rogers. She moves it up. Ball goes out of bounds off the Pinkerton player's stick at about the 35-yard line. Hodgson-Rogers will have it. She's looking for a lane. It's gonna lift it, does. Ball drops in at about the 25, knocked down there. And Pinkerton sends it back the other way after Schreiber picked that out of midair. Ray has it. Ray up to Wolf. Wolf tries to move it into the circle, can't. Nice stick handling there by Pinkerton as they move the ball up across the 50. But up comes Elaine. Freshman defender for the Bulldogs, Abby Elaine, moves it up to the 15, up to the 10, looking for room, tries to get a shot off, but just can't handle it as the ball goes out of bounds. But great offensive bid there from Elaine as she charged up the field all the way from the defensive position and transitioned the ball up into Pinkerton territory. Lee looking for room. Katane almost picked her pocket, but Lee got it back. Lee goes backhand, sends it upfield. That ball comes up in the air. Referee blows that dead. Katane tries to find the lane, but Lee intercepts. O'Donnell reaches in, commits the foul. Lee quickly turns, sends it up the field, hits the leg of Montagano. Lee now from the 30. She's looking for room, decides to go back. Keep control for Murray. Lenti wins the day there as she gets Murray to commit a foul. Bulldogs will take it. O'Donnell cuts right, peels around Schreiber, dishes it off, finds Putney. Putney just can't handle, but they're going to call a foul on the Pinkerton defender for bumping into Putney, and the Bulldogs and Montagano will have it. She goes 5 yards, scoops it, lifts it, backside trying to find Lenti. Ball gets knocked down, but Lenti couldn't get the handle on it as the Pinkerton defender was playing her tight. They haven't given Lenti much room tonight. Lenti, beautiful outside in move, does it again, sends it in towards the circle. And Schreiber sends it up the field. Lee has it again. She charges up across the 50. She's looking for room. Back pass to Schreiber. Schreiber from the 45. Goes far side. Murray has it. Murray, beautiful stick work along the 45-yard line in Bedford territory. And she gets the Bulldogs to commit a foul. Beautiful lift up the field. Goes all the way down to the 10. And Carly Hodgson-Rogers commits the foul. And the Astros will have a free hit from the 12. Murray looking for room, trying to stick handle. Can't hang on to it as Grace Wolf was able to slow her down. Pinkerton continuing to come back the other way. Lee has it. She goes backhand in towards the net. Just too hot to handle as that ball bounces over Clouthier's stick. As Pinkerton, now Pinkerton surging, pinches Bedford in. O'Donnell reaches out, swipes at it. Referee blows the whistle, calls a foul. Lee has it. Lee sends it down low. Catches Vasquez. Vasquez into the circle. O'Donnell gets it, spins, tries to clear it hard, doesn't get it. Schreiber takes it back. O'Donnell knocks her bid down. Sends it out far side to Lenti. Lenti cuts back, slows down the defender. Finds Grace Wolf. Wolf trying to find Lenti again. Lenti does get it back. Ball finally back in the hands of Montagano from the 50. Montagano, big lift as Lenti broke free. Lenti from the 25 sends it in towards the shooter circle. O'Donnell chips at it, looking for room, trying to turn the defender. Shot right to the side of the net. As Pinkerton continues with this beautiful defensive play. And Katane jumps up into the play, trying to catch Montagano. Pinkerton's able to control from the sideline, but that's going to go out of bounds, and Montagano will take it for Bedford. Flips it up, tries to find Putney. Once again, the players don't give each other 5 yards, and that ball is going to be a free hit for the Astros. Norian intercepted by O'Donnell. She cuts right, looks for a move. drags the ball into the defender's feet and is able to get a corner called. And the Bulldogs will have their 6th corner of the night. As this play has been back and forth here in this 4th quarter, the Bulldogs find themselves on top, 3-2, and now have an opportunity to get on the board again with a corner. Grace Wolf, senior midfielder for the Bulldogs, will take it. She inbounds over to O'Donnell. O'Donnell looking for room, cuts left, spins, cuts right, sends it towards the net. Ball bounces up in front. Hodgson Rogers chips at it, but they're going to call a dangerous ball, I think, or maybe a stick-on-stick there. And that ball is going to come back out the other way for Pinkerton. Beautiful lift again from number 6, Hamilton, who does a beautiful job back there on defense with these free hits. Carly Hodgson Rogers tries to catch it into Montagano, but Lee is there. Lee charges up the field, chips it over the defender's stick. Elaine tries to slow her down, spins around, commits a foul. Just about 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock. Lee looking for Elaine, sends it up, knocked down by Montagano. Goes out far side. Gonna call a foul on Pinkerton, and that ball will come back the other way. Catane finds Montagano. Montagano looking for room. Can't find it. Vasquez knocks it down. Pinkerton gets it in towards the shooter circle. Lee sprints for it, goes towards the circle, and is able to draw a penalty. Excuse me again, that was Medeiros. And here it is again, folks. It's almost like a repeat of the end of the 2nd quarter. Under 2 minutes on the clock, and the Astros have another corner opportunity and a chance to tie this game back up again. This will be Pinkerton's 4th corner. Ball inbound. Up top, shot, hits the foot of Ray, and that's going to come back off a strong bid by Doyle as she tried to wrist it towards the net. As Coach Rasmini switches up the lineup here, and the look, ball comes up top again. This time it's Lee. She winds up, rips at it, ball knocked down. Battled for, and Bedford Bulldogs are going to escape that risk, and they're able to clear. We're now with under a minute in the game. Lenti charges up the field. Pinkerton able to counter. They get it up to the 50. Montagano slows him down. Lenti has him. Lenti up across the 35. Back pass to Wolf. Wolf give and go. Trying to catch Lenti again, but off Lenti sticking out of bounds. Under 30 seconds left. Astros are going to have to hurry. Hamilton, another big lift. Ball gets deflected by Wolf and out of bounds. 15 seconds on the clock. Lee winds up, sends it. Montagano knocks it down. Putney has it. 5 on the clock. And Pinkerton commits the foul, and that'll be the game as the Bulldogs survive a battle. These Pinkerton Astros certainly played one heck of a game. Truly entertaining out here tonight, but the Bulldogs are able to hang on and win with a score of 3-2. Bulldogs improved their record and are now 10-1 on the season after they narrowly escape here tonight. And Pinkerton will move to a 7-4 record on the season. The Bulldogs will play Friday night against Londonderry, the undefeated team, and we'll see how that plays out. For Bedford Community Television, this is Scott O'Donnell, and thank you for watching this broadcast.